Hello friends, I am Rashmi. Welcome to SRS Info. Today we will continue with the topic pharmaceutical dosage form and new drug delivery system. In the last class we discussed about the classification of the defects in tablets. Okay, and we completed the first two types of defects. Okay, today we will complete the rest of the types of defects: picking, sticking, mottling, weight variation, hardness variation, and double impression. What is picking and sticking? Picking means the small surface of the tablet material is removed by the punches and adheres to the surface of the punches. The small surface of the tablet material is removed by the punches. See here. So what happens? The tablets show a pitted surface instead of smooth surface. Basically this has to be smooth, but here you can see that some portion has been picked. That is why this is called picking. So it shows a pitted surface, not smooth. Why this defects happens? Basically, there are two main reasons. What are they? The first and most important reason is that the presence of scratches on the punches. Worn and outdated punches may have scratches on it. So, while we using this worn out and outdated punches, the scratches may cause this type of picking. It does not allow the formation of a smooth tablet. The second reason is by using wet granules during compression. The granulation is a very important process during the manufacturing of tablet. So, if the granules are not properly granulated, if the wetness is more than the required wetness, then it may lead to the picking. So, it cannot compress properly, which may cause this picking of tablet. Clear? Then what is sticking? Again, the granules adhere to the die wall. Here what happens? Granules adhere to the die wall. We have discussed many times that this is the upper punch, lower punch, and the compression happens here. Okay. So if the granules are not properly granulated, then there is a possibility of adhering of these granules on the die wall. Here is the die, and thereby the lower punch cannot move freely. The granules are adhered to the die. So there is a possibility of sticking of this granules on this lower punch also. So the lower punch cannot move freely, which may lead to sticking. Then again, the surface of the tablets are not soft. And what are the reason or causes of the sticking? Again, the use of damp granules and worn out dies and punches. So in the process of preparation of tablets, one of the most important area to be concentrated is the use of well-maintained equipments. This is very important for the production of perfect tablets. What are the corrective measures to avoid this sticking and picking? Let's see. See here, this is the lower punch. The granules are adhered on this lower punch. And even the die also, there is the possibility of adhering this granules. So by using dry granules means the properly granulated granules, and by adding lubricant to the granules. Proper lubrication is also very necessary. Properly granulated granules and properly lubricated granules are to be used. Then the worn out dies and punches must be replaced, and this can be replaced by using chromium plated punches, by which we can produce the tablets with smooth surface. This is a specialty of chromium plated punches. Now the advanced tablet machines are using this chromium plated punches nowadays. Clear? So these are the corrective measures of sticking and picking of tablets. Next is mottling. What is mottling? Mottling occurs in the colored tablets. What happens here? The color does not distribute evenly throughout the tablet. See here, the colors are not evenly distributed. Somewhere it is too dense color is here, and somewhere there is light colors. It is not properly distributed throughout the tablet. Zones of different shades appear on the surface of the tablet. The zones of different shades appear on the surface of the tablet. This is the defect which is called mottling. And what are the main causes or reasons for this mottling? The most important and simple reason is that the difference of colors in the drugs. The difference of the colors in the drugs is the main reason by which it appears different shades. The second is due to the migration of dyes during drying of granules. That this dye means the colors. The colors we add to the tablet granules during the drying of these granules, if the dyes are not evenly distributed and these dyes are migrated from here to here and some other parts of this granules, then at the time of the preparation of the tablet, this migration will affect as the shades. Okay, when the dyes are not properly mixed with these granules. These are the main causes by which mottling happens. Then what are the corrective measures? We can use a dye which can mask the colors of tablet ingredients. The different colors of the tablet ingredients we cannot change. If the tablet needs that particular drug with the different colors, we cannot avoid that shortcomings because we need that tablet with that particular medicine, that particular active ingredient. Okay, so if we need proper color or attractive color, we can use a common dye, a particular dye which can mask the different colors of the tablet ingredients, the unattractive colors. We can mask with a proper attractive dye. Clear? And by changing the solvent system. Sometimes what happens, different solvent provide different solubility, different capacity of solubility. So proper solvent system can reduce this unattractive color combination. Okay, and then by drying the granules at a low temperature. If the granules are drying at a high temperature, then the solvent cannot properly mixed in this granules and it does not give that proper time to get properly granulated. Okay, so by drying the granules at a low temperature may reduce this mottling defect. So these are the corrective measures of reducing the mottling. Clear? Next is weight variation. So excessive weight variation occurs between tablets during manufacturing. We need 250 mg tablet, but after the production we will get 243 mg, for example. Clear? So there is a weight variation. Sometime the weight can be increased also. We need 250 mg. After the preparation, we can see that it may be 254 milligram, etc. There is a possibility of increasing or decreasing the weight after the preparation of the tablet. Clear? So what are the main causes? The main reasons are, one is the poor flow of granules to the dye. The granule should be properly reached to the dye in a proper flow. Okay, because the machines are moved in a proper manner, then the granule should be flow properly. If the granulation is not proper, sometimes the granules cannot flow properly. Sometimes it may stick into the dye or into the punches, etc. So poor flow of granules may lead to weight variation. Then size separation of granules. This is also one of the main reasons. Size separation of granules. Clear? Then the presence of two fines in the granules. The granules should be properly granulated. It should not be highly coarse or it cannot be highly fine. It should be properly granulated up to the required demand of that particular tablet formulation. Clear? So the presence of two fines in the granules also lead to excessive weight. Then separation of the mixed ingredients of the granules may also lead to the weight variation of the final product. Then less quantity or poor mixing of lubricants. The demanded or required amount of lubricants cannot be mixed because of any reasons during the process. Then it may lead to the weight variation. Then due to automatic change in the adjustment of the punches. Sometimes the punch is automatically adjusted because it's a machinery process. So the punches may automatically adjust their rotation speed, their upward and downward movement, etc. So this automatic change may also lead to the variation in the weight. Then in rotary tablet making machine, this defect is due to the unequal length of the lower punches. The rotary tablet machines are rotating like this, like a chain. So due to the unequal length of the lower punches, there is a possibility of the weight variation occurs in the final tablet product. So these are the main causes of weight variation. Clear? So we can reduce this weight variation by using proper granulation and using of properly maintained and high quality equipments and proper mixing of lubricants. We can reduce this weight variation. Next is hardness variation. Again, this is somehow similar to the weight variation. Tablets vary greatly in hardness. Of course, if there is a variation in the weight, there is a possibility of variation in the hardness also. So what are the causes? All reason of that of weight variation. We have already discussed in the last slide that all reasons of that weight variations are the causes of the hardness variation also. Apart from this, some other reasons are also for this hardness variation. Weight of the material, weight of the total material of the tablet, then the space between the upper and lower punches at the time of compression. Okay, the space between the upper and lower punches at the time of compression also plays a very important role for hardness. Then pressure applied on the upper punches. If the pressure applied on the upper punches is very high for a short period of time, then the tablet may become more hard. And then excessive proportion of fatty lubricant. The lubrication is very important. And which type of lubricant are we using, this also plays a very important role. So excessive proportion of fatty lubricant such as magnesium stearate may increase the hardness. Clear? And on the normal storage of tablet, if we cannot maintain the proper storage conditions, then there is a very high possibility of the variation of the hardness. Sometimes if we not properly keep the tablets in the proper storage condition, under the wet circumstances, wet atmosphere, then the hardness may decrease. Okay, and if we store the tablets in a very high temperature condition which is not proper and apt for that particular tablet, it may lead to hard, and these hard tablets may break also. We have seen what are the causes of the hardness variation, and if the hardness is varied, what are the problem occur, what are the disadvantage of the hardness variation of tablet. Mainly, the hard tablets may not disintegrate in the required period of time. This is one of the most important disadvantages of excessively hard tablets. The hard tablets may not disintegrate in the required period of time in our body. Okay, and what happens if the hardness is not up to the mark? That means the tablet is too soft. Then the too soft tablets may not withstand the hazards during handling, transporting and dispensing. If the tablets is not hard up to the mark, then that tablet cannot tolerate the hazard situations during storage, handling, transporting and dispensing. There is a possibility of breaking of the tablets. Therefore, the tablet should not be harder or softer than required. This is very important point. The tablets should not be harder or softer than required. So hardness must be proper up to the demanded quality. Next is double impression. What is double impression? Double impression occurs in those tablets on which letters are printed. Many tablets you may see that the letters are printed on the surface of the tablet. Sometimes it displays the name of the brand. This defect occurs in those tablets on which the letters are printed, and this involves only lower punch which have a monogram, the impression of which is printed on the tablet during compression. If we need this tablet, the letter impression on the tablet, then only we will worried about this double impression. The punch moves downwards and then travel uncontrolled upward to a short distance to push the tablet out of the die. This is the upper, lower and middle. Okay, this punch comes here, the die is here, the compression takes place, then the upper punch push back for ejecting these tablets outside. But sometimes this movement becomes uncontrolled due to the defect of the punching machine. Okay, then what happens? Within a very short period of time, this punch comes down with excessive pressure. This uncontrolled movement may lead to the double impression. Already one impression is here, that happens here, and the second impression also happens within a very short period of time due to the uncontrolled movement of this punch, even if it is in the lower punch or the upper punch. Clear? Then during its free travel, it rotates and makes the second impression of the tablet, what I have explained to you. This impression is generally lighter than the original impression. The first impression is proper and the second impression is lighter, but this lead to the double impression. This is not clear what is written here. But nowadays, the new tablet machines are coming in market which are fitted with the devices which prevents the rotation of the lower punch. Due to the uncontrolled rotation of the lower punch, this happens. Okay, the uncontrolled rotation of the lower punch, this double impression occurs. But nowadays, the new tablet making machines are coming in market in which new devices are fitted which prevents the rotation of the lower punch, and this leads to the corrective measures of this double impression. Okay. So now we completed the defects in tablet. Okay, this topic is over. In the next class we will discuss about tablet coating. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.